So I got invited to a Congolese wedding in Bujumbura, the administrative capital of Burundi, by my Australian subscribers. And this was my first time ever traveling to this part of Africa. I'd heard so many stories about how beautiful Burundi is, especially the endless green rolling hills, and I was finally ready to experience them for myself. But the adventure started before I even left Kampala. I spent days searching for a direct bus to Bujumbura and found absolutely nothing. So I chose to travel in the most interesting way I could. And that decision turned this into the most unique trip I've ever made on this channel. So right now we are in the middle of the national park and this car here broke down. Imagine breaking down in the middle of the national park. Ooh, look at these guys. Bujumbura is only 720 kilometers from Kampala, but somehow it took me more than 24 hours to get there. The same amount of time it takes to travel 1,500 kilometers from Kampala to Dar es Salaam. That's when I knew this journey wasn't going to be normal. It was going to be unforgettable. Good morning, everyone. Today I'm traveling in style and I'm traveling to this country here. That country in the middle, that's the flag. That is Burundi next to Uganda, Congo. This bracelet has all East African countries. And you can see I'm traveling in style. I'm on top of a car. So something fell off the car and he's bringing it here. It's a TV antenna, it fell off. It was on top here, I think he didn't fasten it well. So he went back and picked it, then they're putting it in the boot. My journey from Kampala kicked off with entertainment from this incredibly talented young man. He was dancing the traditional Kiganda dance, a dance that comes from Buganda Kingdom here in Uganda. And I got to learn that he moves around different parts of the city entertaining people, and in return, they give him some money. I'm happy to say that I'm one of the people who blessed him handsomely on that day because of the show he had put out for us.
Oh, my Africa, I love you, my Africa, yelelele mama. Oh, my Africa, I love you, my Africa, yelelele mama.
Since I couldn't find a direct bus to Bujumbura, I decided to break the journey into stages. The first leg was to board a matatu from Kampala to Mutukula border, between Uganda and Tanzania. But even this part of the trip came with its own surprises. I noticed that a significant stretch of the highway out of Kampala is under expansion, especially areas around Ruela and the Katonga Bridge that collapsed just a few years back. The construction slows down everything. So if you're planning to travel from Kampala towards the western side of the country, make sure you start your journey early. These works can cause delays you don't want to get caught in. So after 6 hours on the road, we finally reached the Mutukula border, having covered roughly 225 kilometers from Kampala city. That's where the next chapter of this journey began. So right now we've arrived at Mutukula. It's been a 6 hours journey from Kampala to Mutukula here. We are close to the border. The border is just a few minutes from there. This is the tax park of Mutukula town. Is this a town or a city?
City.
Mutukula city. It can't be a city.
Mutukula city.
Kale jango ntwale ku border. Oli agenda okuntwala.
Atenga badako.
Oli yesoose ba. Oli yansoose. Cow. All right, so let's go to the border and then we cross.
A few moments later.
Good morning, everyone. I couldn't make it to Burundi yesterday, so I slept at the border here at Mutukula, and right now I'm at my accommodation. I've just packed up right now. I'm going to catch a bus. So this is where I stayed. Sorry for the mess. I've just woken up and prepared myself to leave to Kabanga. Yeah, this is the accommodation. It costed 20,000 Tanzanian shillings. That's around 28,000 Ugandan shillings or 8 to 9 US dollars. So why couldn't I make it to Burundi yesterday? When I arrived at the border, I arrived at around 5 in the evening, and they told me in Tanzania they don't allow passenger vehicles to travel at night, and at the border there was no any vehicle going to Burundi. So I was advised to sleep here and catch a morning bus. So that's what I'm going to be doing right now. Let's go. Yeah. Ooh, it's a beautiful morning here. See how it looks here. This place is called Paradise. Okay, let's go. The place is very calm in the morning. There is barely any human traffic on the road right now. It's very calm. That's the place where I slept. It's called Paradise Lodge. Very beautiful. I enjoyed my stay there. Alright, so going to Kabanga. Surprisingly, when I got stamped into Tanzania, I slept on the Ugandan side. Here I've seen people cross the border freely. You can come from Uganda and go to Tanzania without any issue. Because yesterday I was able to buy food on the other side of the border. I moved freely yesterday night. I moved around. It was quite interesting. I didn't believe such a thing can happen. These are shops. Most of them are closed. Surprisingly, the 5 a.m. bus I was promised was nowhere to be seen, and the only option available was me boarding a matatu, which is called a daladala in Tanzania. It travels through Karagwe. Yes, in Tanzania there is a place called Karagwe. I know most people from Western Uganda, especially the Banyoro and Batoro, you have areas called Karagwe, and here they speak a language similar to yours. And also, surprisingly, many people here were speaking Luganda. Jebale, kasho braza. Swali. Jebale. Kale. Gambos. Jibulunji. Utambula ogenda Kobera. Nenda Kabanga. Kuboda. Kale sio. Muitamni muingia ne Burundi. Nenda. Okay. Kabanga wali. Right now we are traveling through the national park. It's very green here. The town we've just left behind, the one where I boarded this matatu from, is called Omoroshaka. And back home, within the Batoro and Banyoro tribe of Uganda, that means in the bush. You see, I told you that we almost speak similar languages here, and most people here speak Luganda. Here in Tanzania, right now we are like 100 kilometers away from Mutukula, but still people speak Luganda, and the languages are also similar. The other languages here are also similar to most languages in Western Uganda. So right now we are cruising through a national park called Burigi Chato, and it's one of the biggest national parks I've ever cruised through. It has magical hills. The animals here are really having a good time because it's green, and also the hills are very magical. So this is the highway that goes to the Rusumo border from Tanzania. Rusumo is a border post between Tanzania and Rwanda. Then from there is another road which can take you to the Burundi border between Tanzania. The Tanzania side, I think, is called Kabanga, and the Burundi side is called Kogero. So as we were cruising through this endless national park, we came across these people who were stranded. So right now we are in the middle of the national park, and as we were driving through, we found this car. This car here broke down. So our driver is trying to assist the driver of this car here. They are trying to see what they can do. Imagine breaking down in the middle of the national park. Rwanda is on this side, it's not far. We are closing into Rusumo border of Rwanda when I check on the map. It's funny, I don't have internet, but I'm able to see where we are at a given time using my GPS. So Rwanda is on this side, and then Rusumo border is just down there. I think this is what broke down. Wow. Ooh, look at these guys. Guys, there are many roadblocks here in Tanzania. We've come across several roadblocks on the highway. So I think we've come across 4 roadblocks. And on those roadblocks, you find immigration officers. Yeah, immigration police. They are always checking for documents. If you don't have any form of identification, you stay. Umebaki. But look at the beauty here in Tanzania. The countryside is very, very beautiful. See over that side. Very, very beautiful. It is super green. So this is our matatu, our daladala, waiting for the other passengers so we can proceed with our journey. Yeah. At every roadblock you have to come out, they check you, and then afterwards you can proceed with your journey. And also one interesting thing here, matatus or daladalas, or for Ugandans these are called matatus. Sorry, in Kenya they call them matatu, in Tanzania they call them daladala, but in Uganda we call them taxis. Or in Luganda, or the slang word for them is kamunye in Luganda. I think you've seen on the front seat we are 4 people. I had to carry one girl. I'm learning to adjust. That is not something I experienced back home. I've got some honey. This one is 5,000, around 7,000 Ugandan shillings, and it's pure. I can see one of the honey, that structure over there in the tree. That's one of the structures where they harvest this honey from.
So those houses are in Rwanda right now. I've been told across the valley down there, beyond those trees, that is Rwanda. This is interesting. Oh my God. That is Rwanda. So that means we are closing into the Rusumo border any time from now.
Nimepigia baba yangu vizoni za baba yangu. Muulize hata baba yangu. Mama una hat. Ni hapa.
Welcome to Benako town. This town is on the edge of Burundi Chato National Park, and it's a border town. On my right, The Rusumo border is just 5 minutes away. You will see trucks coming from that side. It's a small town. Yeah, those trucks are coming from Rwanda, the Rusumo border. It's a small town, but I can see life is chill. People are peaceful, and I can see they are also constructing these roads. So the side where those trucks are heading to is the highway to Burundi, Kabanga, Kobero.
Asubuhi wamelikwepa wakapanda ile gari. Kale wameikwepa. Hata ameshaikwepa gari mjanja.
One interesting observation during my trips across the entire East Africa is that most areas on the edges of the Rift Valley are very fertile, and they have got many rolling hills, like magical hills. You see this in western Uganda, around the Rift Valley in Kenya. Right now we are on the western side of Tanzania, and you can see the area is very beautiful. And as we go into the video, you will see that there are many rolling hills. The road is going to be more inclined, and there are some accidents actually which happened ahead where we are traveling to right now. Tell me what you think about this natural beauty of Africa, of the continent. Land is very, very fertile.
What happened to this car?
No,
that one, the burnt one. You've not seen it?
But I don't really. It was very here, the lack of what? Accidents.
Okay.
Sometimes it makes them even in the whole day.
Because of accidents. It is too steep, eh? The slope is.
Oh yeah, Akagera River.
The other side.
Oh, this side also. Wow. Beautiful. So it comes from Rwanda.
Yeah, from Rwanda, Sumo. Yeah, till now I have passed it.
Yeah, Mutukula. Up to the board, up to Lake Victoria.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where I have been taken by this river.
Yeah, it's on top of the hill.
Yeah.
I think it is the highest point here.
Yeah.
So right now we are in a town called Rurenje. Inaitwa Rurenje. Japanda Rurenje.
Yeah.
Okay.
Junction.
Oh, Rurenje Junction.
Right now I'm at Rurenje Junction. So the matatu is proceeding to Rurenje, and then they'll be taking me to Kabanga, to the border of Burundi. Okay, twende. Hey. Bye-bye. Anaitwaje?
Anaitwa njia panda Rulenge.
Anaitwa njia panda Rulenge. Jina lako?
Mimi? Anaitwa Fani hapo.
Fani hapo?
Au sio?
Jina lako ni Fane sana. Fani hapo?
Fani hapo.
Okay. So Fani hapo is taking me to the border right now. Unajua Kiingereza?
Kiingereza no.
Uganda
hamna.
Kirundi.
Kirundi hamna. Najua Kiaya. Kwa machonga mwenu.
Kiaya. So Kiaya is more like Runyankore, Rutoro, Runyoro, basically Runyakitara from Western Uganda. So when a Runyankore speaks, when a Rutoro speaks, you will understand whatever they are saying. Osimirota.
Sibireho.
Burundi,
Tanzania.
Hey boss. Welcome to Burundi, guys.
Boss.
I finally made it through. So the border crossing was a bit hectic and a bit slow compared to other borders I've crossed. This was a bit slow. I've taken there like an hour, but finally here we are in Burundi. Look at these rice fields. Burundi is also a country of hills.
Niaje boss? Mimi niko fiti kabisa. Alafu ule jamaa alikuelekeza na jamje. Hello. Nasema ule jamaa alikupea jamje. Tukikuwa tumekaribia kufika hapa Kabanga.
This is Burundi's countryside. Wow. It looks like Rwanda down in Rubavu. I went to Rubavu during my tour in Rwanda and it looks exactly like this. So I'm traveling with this small car here. The Toyota Probox, a very powerful car. Yeah, so this journey has been so interesting. I'm taking it in bits. Finally tumefika Bujumbura, Burundi. This has been the most difficult journey I've ever made on my channel. Ever since I started traveling, this has been the hardest. But I'm glad I've arrived safe and sound here in Bujumbura. As I'm speaking to you guys, I'm here at Pacific Hotel in the heart of Bujumbura city. Let me give you a brief tour around the room where I'm staying. I've just had a shower. I was very tired. I've just had a shower and now I have the energy to talk again. But it's late in the night. We arrived at 11:30, around 11:30. Imagine I left Uganda at around 11 in the morning the previous day, but I've arrived in Bujumbura at 11:30 in the night. Yeah, so let me give you a tour around the room. This is my bed here. This is the bed. though it's a bit squishy. Is it called squishy, guys? That noise? Squeaky, 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 squeaky. Yeah, squeaky, squishy. Correct me in this comment section down below. Yeah, so this is how the room looks like. We have a mirror there, a fan. Let me see if it works. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it works. Let me increase. Yeah, all levels work. Let me see if it rotates. Yeah, it works. Cabinet, side bed. We have a table here. I think it's a work table with a Bible, New Testament, Gideon's Bible Society, I think. Then this is the wardrobe. I've just cleaned my shoes. They were very, very dirty. I came with 3 pairs of shoes, but I like these the most. Then this is the bathroom. Modro Zamani. Oh, don't look at my boxer. Yep. Alright. That's all. Nothing much to see here. This is where I'm going to be sleeping, I think, for the next few days while in Bujumbura. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Share it to your friends and family, and let's meet in another episode.